One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked teams against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Florida Gators offense will get the ball first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know him, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Abrams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. The Gators decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Buffaloes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show for this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to...
Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here comes the heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. Open space at the 25. Quick step and go. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Buffaloes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. I'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Pulls and fired complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first two times they had it. Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good backs.
Close toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Lewis wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Here's the handoff. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Running to the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Now, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're dealing with a second and long. Lewis to throw. Under fire, turning it on, and he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found. Stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Swings it out to his running back. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. You better play.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, do you just go for it on 4th down? Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Rushes on him. Lofted to the sideline, and it's picked off.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Right on target this time. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lewis to throw. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got him this time. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. He breaks a tackle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the team.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Complete downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Lewis wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't.
There he goes. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Abrams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 35 to Texas. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Lewis to throw. Fires to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They tried that left side, but the defense was very disciplined and shut it down for no gain.
And you can see a great job by the defense understanding when the back slip.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to gap.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Leaves it with the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Gators will snap it on first and 10. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Looking to throw on third and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead and going for the touch. Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead with the 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
That's caught. It's Gibson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the returner is stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Most of the time, the old halftime speech, halftime adjustments seem way overhyped. Whatever changed has flat worked for these guys. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, going up top. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, the kicker's 0 for 3 right now in this football game, and we're going to find out just how mentally tough he is. We've got some football still to be played. They're going to need him, but he needs to get right in his mind. He's got to find somehow, some way to get his confidence back.
Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Got it behind the line. It's Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Abrams.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Got room to work. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Lewis to throw. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Slips it. But he can't get away again. And down he goes. And the trickeration is not so tricky. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains. Keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long. No secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure. And there he goes down again. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's caught. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back is struggling to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. Third and long, passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in. QB makes the right decision, and they chew up some yardage. And now they've given themselves an opportunity on fourth down to be able to go for it.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Abrams. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Abrams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they're able to get back on top of the ball, but they are still in a world of hurt. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.